already going. Was streaming with friends, was in Discord, and did not want to. They're very open. Everyone knows each other in real life, and I didn't want to have their private business, like, out there. So, played with them. We'll be able to upload that elsewhere, edited, with all their private information taken out. I'm looking at a redstone furnace with pyrolytic conversion augment and other stuff. I will have other videos. I don't know if I'll be able to have videos where I'm explaining any of this. I will try if it's necessary. And I'm lagging so bad, so maybe I should just stop this already. This is awful. But it's not just me. And it started recently. I think I was hoping it was just a save point being created. But yeah, no, so different machines. This is a pulverizer. It's like a crusher, but it gives you a secondary. Like if you're crushing iron, there's a chance for you to get nickel. If you're crushing nickel, there's a chance for you to get platinum, which used to be a big thing because platinum, it's needed for Enderium and other stuff, mostly Enderium, so that you can upgrade stuff to resonant. Just in case I don't have access to that other footage and waiting for this to load, these are the mods we're using. I've never played unmodded before. So yeah, we don't have Pam's. I think it's Pam's Craft, which is what I use for cooking, because I find a hole, like I'll find a mountain or something, dig into the top and slowly expand my way down to the point where it just looks awful, and if you misstep and you're not wearing slime boots, you can plummet to your death. But this time I did it differently, and not sure if I'm going to have a video uploaded of that or not. Oh, look, it's still not working. That's awesome. So I'll just stand here explaining things. And I guess if it'll let me, yeah. I mostly use thermodynamics because it's upgradable, enchantable, and it's just really cool to me. This is a redstone furnace. It acts like a forge, but yeah, it just acts like a forge. Except for you can do different things with it. There's different augments that go with it. It does require redstone power or redstone flux. It needs to be powered. So, this is the cooking one. I've never used this because you have to have... Hold on. It's that one. You need a secondary material in order to smell things better. But you have to create it, which is a process in and of itself. And this turns it into a coke oven or a coal oven. This is what's in it right now. Oh. What I'm trying to do is access... The fluid transposer is already full. Yay, okay, so it wasn't a lag issue. I'm just insane. That's not good. I was trying to fill it up and I was expecting it to start going because I've been using PhytoGrow. Yeah. And I can use this, sorry, energetic infuser. This allows it to charge your equipment quickly. My handheld teleporter, which just lets me teleport to pads that are on it at work. Names of other people on this server. That's my, you could set it to private or public when you do the teleporter pad, not the handheld. So, teleporter pad, you put the name in, you click public or private, and click set. Somebody's trying to sleep. They have it set to where only 1/3 or 33% need to be asleep. He got killed by a Vex. And nobody knows where he is. But yeah, so his house, he lives in a magical or enchanted forest biome and he gets blown up a lot. I can use this to, if I needed, I'll show you. It's faster in JEI, just enough items. right click and it'll give you the options of what it's used for. So if I had 1 horse tail and I needed more, I put it in there and I'd get 9 out of it. You do need water input and you do need power, but you can do a lot of different things with it. Flowers, in other words, anything that's kind of a plant or seed, whatever's necessary. Yeah, you can put it in there. This is how I get blaze cinder pearls, which you find in the desert. We are doing Thaumcraft, but yeah, so this is how I'm making it versus rich slag. I use regular slag. Dirt, hold on. Not rich slag. Phytogrow with the sap and the fluid transposer is what I was showing before. Regular slag, charcoal dust, and niter or saltpeter, which you can also make with a machine. Yeah, I do everything with machines if I can, because I don't like combat. I am a wuss. I don't like leaving home because I am a wuss and usually very, very laggy. Put wood in there. It'll make charcoal, and if you don't have an output, it'll just fill this part up with creosote, but I have a fluid duct underneath with a resonant tank. And that holds how many? Could pop it. But there's also this handy tool, part of the same mod series set pack. I don't know. So it holds 1,500 buckets or 1.5 thousand buckets or 1.5 million millibuckets. And you can pop it, pick it up, it won't spill everywhere. It's not like a bucket. That's what the baubles are, these reservoirs. These are like buckets. So, yeah. A bunch of different mods. I'm not doing Project Red. Here's a steel tank for Railcraft. I have it hooked up to an ender tank. I have another ender tank up top on the surface. I'm in a hole. Surrounding an oak, I can show that as well, and I have it in other videos, but I haven't uploaded them, so moot point. Different color set, different tank. This one's for lava. Have it connected to an electric pump, which is awesome. And I don't use a magmatic dynamo. When I had the magmatic dynamo system set up, I was going through 7,000 buckets of lava a day. A day, yeah. It's not an exaggeration, it was bad. And what I'm using on the back of those machines are vacuum signal and plated item ducts. Those were opaque, these are transparent. Transfer items and redstone flux. So it's power and an item duct at the same time. But yeah, I don't want to remove these. It's you use more power if they're full. Just pop them out and keep them in your inventory. No. How about in my... No. This one, I dump in my system and then it gets saved. So, digital storage system, access everything from here. It's a crafting terminal, so I can craft in here. It's like a crafting table. Could search for stuff. You could search by mod. You don't have to put at with JEI, which is just enough items. Nope, you have to at. And it'll show you everything in that mod, and you can do that. And there's, again, I listed all the mods before. If you want, you can go back or just wait till the end. Now, this is a teleporter. It doesn't have a power source in it. I usually put a battery in them. This one has a flux duct underneath to give it power. So, yeah, that's an subscriber. Energy cell. 150 million redstone flux. It's holding 4 enchanted. Again, thermal expansion. Love it. Holding 4 enchanted. And it's been upgraded to resonant. There's 4 tiers. We also have tinkers. And you can level tinkers. We have the tinkers that you can level up. Apparently there's one where it's just flat out. Others you can level it up. As it levels up, you can add more stuff to it. Hold on. It'll have modifiers. One of these, yeah, it has a modifier. So I can add more stuff to it, add more stuff to it, add more stuff to it. But no. But yeah, there's hardened, reinforced, signalum, then resonant. We just call that Ender. Their signal. Sorry. I don't even know if we call this Invar. I think we go based off of the metal that surrounds it. So it's Invar, Electrum, Signalum, and Ender, because that uses Enderium. So, yeah. It's, if you have the resources, it's awesome because, again, holds, what was it? Like 1.5 thousand buckets in that one tank. And there's a blue and a orange. Blue for input. Crescent hammer, best way to interact. Blue for input, orange for output. You can put it on ducks and stuff. Da -da -da. Crescent hammer, it's, I think all of them are blast resistant. Yeah, takes a while unless you just pop it instantly with a crescent hammer. Strongbox, it's kind of a chest. When it's basic, it looks like this. Then you have hardened. I think this is hardened with holding 4. And then the second one is reinforced, which is the Electrum yellow. I always put holding 4. At resonant with holding 4, that's lag. Come on. Give. Anywho, it's a lot. When it opens, it'll just pop up in the middle of the screen and I'll close it. Ah, no. Why? So, not sure what it is today. This has happened. This is the 3rd time it's happened today, or 2nd time? Ugh. Got the fluid transposer, but it didn't get the strongbox. Resonant or Ender level strongbox with holding 4 holds all of this, and the cool thing about strongbox is I will demonstrate with one that has stuff in it versus filling one up, because then I'll have to empty it. Handheld teleporter. You set down the pad, you make sure it has a power source, yada yada, blah blah blah. He took the train box! Yeah, I didn't want to babysit this. The tunnel bore. Fuel, head, ballast. If it goes over something and it's only got like one tile below it, it'll fill up the empty space with gravel below it, which is good and bad. But yeah. So I'll actually, I don't want to fill up a chest just to pop it. I do have chests with stuff in it. Basic strongbox. Semi-blast resistant. You pop it, it keeps its inventory. And again, it's upgradable. Basic. 1 tier up with holding 4. Then this is the 4th tier. That's the 1st. This is 4th. Holding 4. But again, you can pop them, and they don't spill out the inventory. They're blast resistant, so popping it with the pickaxe takes a little bit. Instantly with a crescent hammer. Crescent hammers can pop different mods. Not all of them. Sometimes the shield gets in the way. And shift. Redstone printed silicone. Shows you what's in it. I don't think you can scroll, but couldn't remember where I took that from because I did have a train box. I was filling it with obsidian, which I was making with the igneous extruder. I have an augment in here, which means I don't need water. All I need to do is pump lava into this machine and it poops out obsidian very, 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 very quickly. Alright. And then fluid transposer. If I had Phytogrow, since I have sap there, I'd be able to make the next tier of Phytogrow. Yeah, I don't remember. And I use that to make plants, usually, if I need them, like quickly, versus trying to farm it. Rich Phytogrow, then Fluxed. I also use this to make Blaze and Blizz. Hold on, powders. Blaze powder, fluid transposer. Knowledge on sulfur gives you a blaze powder. It takes a while. It's very slow, but I don't have to die in order to get it. I don't have to go exploring and or get lost to get it. I am a coward. Blizz, snow, and knowledge will give you blitz powder. Yeah, cryotheum dust. So, and we don't use basic Minecraft brewing. or we did when we didn't have this set up. This is rustic. The potion stack. You can have a stack of 16. You don't have to stack them, they automatically stack in there. You could probably have it piped out. I don't. The water that's going in there is from an aqueous accumulator. Sorry about that. So, yeah. And wings. Tinkers. Bombcraft. I don't need food. I don't need oxygen. If I'm poisoned, apparently it... Da-da-da-da-da. Yeah. Just wait for it. It just keeps refilling. As long as it's charged, and I have this to charge it. Then those 3 yellow hearts are from the 2 rings. So they have to get through my runic shield, and then I have absorption from invigorating, which is the pig iron, which is iron, blood, and again, look, love it. Pig iron. And we're looking for how to make the pig iron. It'll be in here somewhere. Stop it. Oh, you're awful. There we go. Wrong one. Blood, molten iron, and clay make pig iron. I was like, I know it's in here somewhere. It was showing me the different ways, or the different things I could smelt. Oi. Oh no, I'm lagging again. That's so mean. I'm trapped. You're not funny. Yeah, no. There. It was weird. I've hit it with the bag before and it's fine. And the bag didn't open either. Unless they're now canceling each other out, which is awkward. Satchel. Yeah. And which one of these? This one's the one that I needed to finish. I needed to make a battery for it. I try to have the resonant batteries. Doors! I'll figure them out eventually. Holds. Oh, that's not good. 150 million RF. Why aren't you? Or is it a balance thing? That's weird. But yeah, no, I have it as a backup power source. It's being fed by... We're going to go in the other way. Look for the hinges. Ah, no hinges. Because I always run into them for some odd reason. And I didn't finish, like, blocking this off. But I've got 3 compression dynamos at the signalum level, which is the 3rd tier. Enderium or Ender is 4th. It's called resonant. But no, I don't have much in them, I don't think. I didn't finish. The tree oil is being pumped in from this ender tank. But it's going into that ender tank from this ender tank, which is connected to the machines, which is processing them. Steel tank, for if for some odd reason I end up producing more resin than I can process. Steel tank as a backup. Fluiducts, plain fluiducts, not hardened. And that's being powered by steam dynamo and a compression dynamo. Boop. Hello. How you doing? Different augments. Increased efficiency means it lasts longer when it's burning fuel. And I should put a battery on here to drain that. Because right now I'm just wasting power. I don't like it. Flying with my wings very, very poorly because I'm uncoordinated. Need more wood. I'm supposed to be making charcoal. Today was a chore day. But I haven't uploaded any videos, so yeah. I'm going to go plant trees in my golem farm. And I'm going to explain my house, because I'm an idiot. So, I was supposed to move away from everyone else. I'm not the only one on the server. We were supposed to move, like, at least 1,000 blocks from start. So I moved away from start, and they're like, oh, you're too close to someone else for nether gate, so that you don't end up going to the nether from your gate and then getting like shunted to someone else's house when you try to come back. So you can't put the gates too close together. And I couldn't use Journey Map. Not sure if it was my internet or just my computer. This laptop runs better than my computer did, though, which is sad. But my computer had some parts that were over 10 years old. It needed to be updated, but it worked fine. It needed a power supply. And my computer guy, or it's just the dude I know who works on computers, he built my first 2 computers. He was like, I'm gonna do a free upgrade. And I'm like, that's awesome, but can I have my computer back first? Because usually if he doesn't have the parts and I have my computer and any parts I buy or whatever, when they come in, then he takes it, or he comes over and he puts the part in or swaps parts out, whatever's needed. Except for he had my computer after it died. Apparently it was a faulty power source. So yeah, that's one of the reasons I switched from lava to tree oil. But moving away from my location, they kept telling me over and over again, you can't stop there. Someone else lives there. Because I had to rely on them because I couldn't see it, either because of my computer or my internet connection. They're like, no, not there. Keep going. Okay, you're heading in the right direction. They could see me. I couldn't see anyone else. And I finally got tired, found this little hole while running around. I was like, oh, okay, so I'll just live here. And I surrounded it with torches initially. There were some lamps. And I came down here. My goal was to go all the way to the bottom, because I thought it was weird that there was a random pit here. I was going to go all the way to the bottom. Then I looked at Journey Map. Apparently this is why some people don't like Journey Map. Those red dots are mobs, and it'll tell you if they're above you or below you. Yeah, it's fairly clear. And then there's one mob above me. There's an upward pointing arrow, a downward pointing arrow. So, yeah. So I got to, like, this level. Ah, that's awful. Got to this level. And then I saw a Journey Map. And it was just covered with red dots. And there were so many, I couldn't tell if they were above me or below me, but all that was dark. So I got scared, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna do it! I'm not dealing with it! And I started just hacking into the wall. And I'm like, no, I need to go up on the surface then. And it's like, no, wait, it's night. So I just stopped, and I built my home here. But then I left to go help someone with something. Because I can't fight, but I can help defend or block off or torch stuff until you can get your stuff. I am a good distraction. So this is the floating islands I built for my Thom lab. Because Thaumcraft is like anything. Messing with nuclear towers. That's not good. Aw, I'm not connected, I guess. That's unfortunate. I have 5 golems, and I don't see any of them. Oh well. Yep, there we go. Yeah, no. So let's see if they're there now. Yes, they're there. I'm connected. Not lagging. I was like, and nobody's home. Sad. But no. So I built my little hole in the ground. Then I went to go back home, and I hadn't bookmarked it on Journey Map. It is the mark that you see called Home Dipshit. That's that green pillar right there. There's like other people on the server. I didn't get all their names, but yeah. Or I didn't get all their places bookmarked again. But I have it named as Home Dipshit, because I kept flying around my home, but I couldn't actually find it. Because it's just this tiny little hole. I'm like, I know I torched it, so I kept going to where the torches were, but I couldn't find it. It took me 5 hours the first time to find my home because I kept circling around it. Because I knew the general location. I just didn't know where it was. And we're back by the entrance. What? But yeah. So that was unfortunate. Nope. And I named it Home Dipshit because I'm an idiot. It took me 5 hours to find my home. Like, I'd already set up and everything. I just forgot to bookmark it. And it's hidden. So I had my hidden home that I could not find. Took me forever to find it. Yeah, no, that's supposed to change. So apologies for what apparently might be a very, 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 very terrible stream. Attempting seeing how well this works out. This is my Thaumcraft lab. Again, it's like messing with reactors. You don't do this where you live. Arg. Because I've done this several times. It'll explode every now and then. I haven't made it explode. A rift did form, but that was part of the process, and that was not intentional. But my character has puked out or shat out. I don't know. Anywho, it's like, oh, your stomach's gurgling. And then the flux, or whatever it's called, just falls out of your character. I need to go to the bed if it'll let me. He's trying to sleep. I guess his home got blown up again. I have a bed up here. It's too far away from the bed. But when he was first building his house, he's in an enchanted forest. And it kept blowing, like creepers kept spawning and blowing up his house over and over and over again. I'm not quite sure why he quit. Lag, so he might actually be in bed. Anywho, so he kept getting blown up over and over and over and over and over and over again. Like every 15 minutes? It wasn't like once an hour, it was more than that. It was repeatedly. He kept getting blown up by creepers. And I was wondering if he was trying to sleep near a creeper spawner. And I was like, why would you do that? But no, once it blew up, right? No. Really? So after that, it was Enderman. Like every few minutes, he'd be killed by an Enderman. And I was like, why? Where are you? That's so awful. Because I wanted to avoid it. And now he's the first person to run into a Vex. Oh, this is a reinforced. This is 3rd level. It's got holding 4 on it, and this is how much it can hold. Again, it's blast resistant. Probably shouldn't have done that while I'm lagging. That's awful. Blast resistant, the best way to pick it up is with a crescent hammer. And I can't open my satchel. But no, best way to pick it up is with a crescent hammer. It works on almost all machines. And I had the crescent hammer in my inventory, so that was point. You did not. Okay. Turning it around. Okay, so I don't know if it's okay now. Sneak. And it can't go into my satchels. If I had different bags that weren't thermal expansion, it might work. But yeah, note how it didn't drop out its inventory. They're blast resistant, and they keep their inventory. These are even more blast resistant. They do not keep their inventory. It takes forever. I don't know of a quick way to pop these. But this, all you need is a crescent hammer. Like if you have like a super epic Tinker's tool, it'll do it instantly. Hold on. I do not have a super epic Tinker's tool. I'm attempting to open my satchel because I do have a diamond pickaxe. I want to see how quick it is on a diamond pickaxe. Apologies. Open. So yeah, it's not instant with the diamond pickaxe either. But yeah, again, I can't have my digital storage discs in my inventory because I always have a full inventory. And the satchel on the very end auto collects everything else. So if I'm mining, or if I do have to fight, it'll go in there and I just dump it. Which is a sneak right click. onto another container and it'll empty it out into that container, which is good and bad. If I do that with the wrong satchel, then I just dumped all my tools and stuff into my storage system and I need to get it back. Mechanism! Apparently this is part of the Mechanism Generators mod. They're windmills. They're super easy to make. It's free power, sort of like the tree farm. It would be at Mechanism, but yeah. Wind generator. Recipe to make it. And don't put in, like, you can either have one redstone and put in the enrichment chamber and make compressed redstone, which will make 8 different items, or you can put in one redstone directly into the enrichment chamber. Metallurgic infuser. You could put one redstone and it'll make one of these out of iron, or you could put in one compressed redstone and it'll turn 8 iron into 8 enriched alloys. So always throw it in the enrichment chamber first. Like coal, if you want to make steel, there are different ways to do it. We use the metallurgic. Sorry. So, but it doesn't do it immediately. So it either takes two coal or 2 charcoal, or if you wanted, you can do. Hold on. Still, it's called a still blend. Yeah. You can put get 2 coal, turn them both into compressed iron, or 2 charcoal, turn them both into compressed iron. Put 1 in one metallurgic infuser, wait for it to process the 8 iron into 8 enriched iron, and then put in the next one and put the enriched iron in and it'll turn it into still blend. Or I have 2 set up downstairs since I'm upstairs, and it'll make 8 steel blend. So 1 carbon in one carbon in the other, have the 8 iron bars in there, have them feed over so it'll process the enriched iron, is the way I have it. You can do it any way you want, but yeah, you can make giant trees with anything as long as you plant the saplings 2 by 2. It works on pretty much everything except for oak for me. With oak, I always get these short stumpy trees, or I've got a short stumpy monstrosity. Shimmer, stumpy. That's not I kept expecting all the oaks to grow like that, and they didn't. I've got a stumpy monstrosity somewhere. I was very angry when I saw the way it grew. I was like, really? You're gonna mock me. You're gonna do this right here, right now. Ah, can't find it, or I don't remember where it is. It might have been this one. Yeah, it was this one. Like, I don't know how or why it grew like this. Because it's not a 2 by 2, and I didn't manage to do a 3 by 2. It's 3 on one side and 1 on the other side. So, blagger. Now where are you? Yeah, so I like making giant spruces, because if you do it, they look like giant Christmas trees, and when you're flying, you can fit into a 1 by 1 spot. Just don't stand up or try to sneak or shift. Just call it shifting. No, the acacia trees look interesting. They don't all turn out multi-tiered. There's another really weird oak that didn't grow tall. I don't know why they do this to me. Just wanted a tall, majestic oak. Not quite a dark oak or anything like that. I just wanted a big oak tree since I'm making all the trees big. On average, I get something like this is one of the tall trees for me. But yeah, no. Again, just a 2 by 2. Just plant 4 saplings clustered together, and it doesn't matter what biome you're in. You'll get giant trees. So yeah. And then that's just a great wood. That's big period. That requires 4. I don't think I have a dark wood here. There's the jungle. There were cows and sheep here. I kidnapped the llamas and I made everything have babies. I wasn't going to say I bred everything because that's awkward. my oak tree that I'm getting sap from so I can make the Fido grow. Windmills for backup power. Tree farm was below. But yeah. A rambling tour. But yeah, and then with my new system, I didn't have my bookmarks with Journey Map, so glow. I couldn't see where I was. Glow. Yeah, I'm lagging again. But I didn't have my bookmarks, so I couldn't see where I was, and I had to find my home all over again. But this time it only took 30 seconds versus 5 hours. Ah. Really? So yeah, acid trip because you can make all the different terracottas, and at each step from plain terracotta to dyed terracotta to glazed terracotta and all the different colors, when you scan them with your lens, the thermometer, or thumb num num num, with the thermometer, it will give you experience or your learn theory or something. I don't remember. But yeah, so we also have roost. You put There's an interface inside. It has 2 chickens. You have one on one on the other slot, and then you put in seeds, and then they'll keep reproducing eggs. So, chicken farm. Then you just pop the eggs. There's a chicken catcher that requires a feather that you can make. So, I'm not quite sure where the lag's going to bring me back, but tree farm. 5 spruces with arboreal extractors. Oh, that's not good. 5 spruces with arboreal extractors, and I have... Oh, yeah, no. That's bad. What was that? Yeah, oh. Things is happening. Oh, hi. Sorry about that. I didn't realize things were going on. And sorry, the numbers on the floor are the light overlay. I only have one monitor. Sorry. So, yeah. I know. And it's a 14-inch. Isn't that awesome? It's amazing. Sorry, light overlay lets you know if it's safe or not. Otherwise it looks like this. Light overlay. I was showing the mods earlier. I will do so again because we have several mods. We have thermal expansion. We're using Forge, Baubles, Bibliocraft. I'm not sure about a lot of these because it's like sub-libraries for some stuff. I know I use thermal expansion, which has thermal... I don't know if it's thermal dynamics with thermal expansion, but I like that mod, whatever it is. Most of my machines are that because they're upgradable with the upgrade kits and it's enchantable. With just like basic Minecraft enchanting, we have a gravestone mod. If you die, I don't want to demonstrate that. If you die, you have a gravestone, so it doesn't have your experience, but it keeps all your stuff in one location, and they never despawn. But if it pops, normal rules apply. We have Tinker armor and Tinker weapons, and the armor and weapons are upgradable. We have mechanism and mechanism generators. We have Tinker's tool leveling, so you can level up your tools and keep doing stuff. Wayla, what are we looking at? So whenever you see I'm looking at something, it'll tell me its health, its armor, stuff like that. Wings is how we're flying around. And Tinker's armor, I don't fight very much, but even I was able to put blast resistant and stuff on there. It comes with books. There's Tinker's books. It's not something that, oh no, if I lose my book, I'm screwed. No. And I do use inappropriate language. This is JEI, Adjust Enough Items. It's Googling. You can Google in Minecraft. What was it? So, Tinkers. Looking for the book. You can make the different parts out of different materials, and there's a book that explains all of it to you. There's tool forges, armor forges, there's tool station and armor station, which are the lower levels of them. You can make casts for your items. There's a casting block. Like, it's its whole separate thing all by itself. But yeah. I can't find the books. I will go look at them. I'm not gonna like show all the stuff. I'm just gonna show the books and find out what they're called, so I can actually tell you what it is, so that you can look it up if you're interested. Materials and you. Well, that's why I couldn't find it in the armory addendum. And you can make these. Yeah. Blank pattern and materials and you for the armory addendum. For the regular one, it's just a book and a blank pattern. Blank pattern. And this is used in a bunch of different things, though. You can use it to make books, and then the different bits of tinkers. But yeah, mostly I use it to make books instead of leather. Yeah, because I don't go out and kill stuff, including cows and sheep and stuff like that. My first goal whenever I start a Minecraft server is to try to find shears so I can shear the sheep. I don't want to kill them, because apparently I'm a wuss. I don't want to like start a fight with a sheep that's going to take off running, focus on it, and die by something else. I have no observational sense whatsoever. Yeah. Sorry, Rich Phyto Grow. I use it to make blaze powder and other stuff. Not sure if anyone was here for that, but Rich Phyto Grow. No, Fluxed Phyto Grow. And the Phytogenic Insulator, which is another machine that I have here. If you have one of an item, like a plant, you can, at different levels, it's like 2, then 4, then, yeah. So, this is how I make blaze powder with the Cinder Pearl. Like, everything I do, as long as I run outside for like 5 minutes, I can then make a machine to do it for me. Applied Energistics 2. Digital storage system. With bins and stuff. I'm lagging, I'm so sorry. But yeah. So instead of me like digging through drawers or chests, this, that, or the other, you use storage cells and then connect the whole thing up, and I can access everything from here. Blurp, blurp, blurp. Type it in. It's like, it's a search bar. You can change the way it's in there. It's Applied Energistics 2 is this mod. And storage cells. They require a lot of power if they fill up. I don't know if it's like, again, I don't know if you're here for this. I went through 7,000 buckets a day before of lava with my magmatic power system, which I got rid of because I wasn't on because I didn't have a computer and my system went down. So I had like 6 or 7 tanks. At some point I'll be able to set those videos up. And an ender tank on top of them to feed them lava from an electric pump that I had in the nether, and I drained a good portion of my surroundings. Arcane lamp, Thaumcraft, I don't like having torches. Nah, I'm lagging, it just popped open. Arcane lamp from Thaumcraft. Lights up this area, and it'll keep trying to light up. I don't know if it'll come in here. It did come in here. So that arcane lamp over there lit up this tile. Yeah, it takes a while for it to finish loading, so I'll throw a torch up if I don't feel like waiting and then go back later, but I didn't think it could reach that far. But that one lamp is lighting this entire area, and it's part of Thaumcraft. And JEI, it's 4 iron plates and 4 amber. Yeah. So, 4 amber. Arcane lamp. You have to do it in the arcane crafting station. I can go up to my lab if people want me to go up to my lab. But today I was supposed to be making charcoal. You let me out! But no, I was supposed to be making charcoal because we're working on a train system. We have teleporters, yes, but before that everyone was going to do trains. We have wings, yes, but before that everyone was going to do trains. So if you died far away from home, if you were near the train system, you'd be able to actually ride the train somewhere. But yeah. So if you have a question, ask the question. And sorry, I'll keep coming back to the chat every now and then. So, sorry. And I do like texting. Sorry, I really do. And I apologize a lot. I was told by Canadians, I'm not joking, that I apologize more than Canadians do. And I apologize too much even for Canadians. So, yeah. And my streams are going to be long because I play, whenever I play a game, I play for an extended period of time. I'm one of those people. I'll not eat. I'll, like, bypass sleep. And then if I have to go somewhere, I'll try to take a nap, which never works. And, yeah. So, if you have questions, ask. I'm old. I'm gonna be 34 this year. Yeah, I do not have any children, though. So, yeah. I do not smoke. I drink on occasion. That's not a thing, though. The smoking, though, that's no. My voice changes pitch from I've been running around, so it's lower than it normally is. There's more chain left in the game. Sorry, other people. I play on a server. I play by myself with other people. So, yeah. And what else is there? There's no really personal questions. Because I'm one of those TMI people. Like, I'm a cancer survivor. If you came here, I am a girl, but if you came here looking for... You're not gonna get it because I've had a double mastectomy. Yeah, I have innies now, so sorry. Inappropriate, but true. Yeah. And cancer's not the worst part unless it's one of those super aggressive kinds. The cancer itself wasn't painful. The treatments were pretty bad though. So yeah, the treatments can be worse than the actual disease. Just for anyone who's curious, and if you know anyone who's has cancer or is going through chemo or anything like that, tell them if they're eating something and they do not like it, do not stop eating. You can wait a little bit, but don't just go, no, it tastes funny, try again later. I don't know if anyone's tried cotton candy Faygo, but on my treatments, it messed with my taste buds. I went to take a sip of cotton candy Faygo. It's delicious. But because of what was going on, it tasted like flat Diet Cherry Pepsi. I went, you're not taking this away from me. Put it in the fridge, waited till later, like it was still fizzy. It just tasted like flat. Not just Diet Cherry Pepsi, it tasted like flat Diet Cherry Pepsi. So, yeah, no, I put it away later, tried again, and my taste buds were back to normal. So, it's good stuff. And sorry, I don't like building the train tracks. It's tedious. You have to babysit the borer. I don't like... Wait, you're 12? This is a mature channel. That's not good. This is a mature stream. Yeah, I swear and other stuff. And I had an uncle that died from it earlier this year or late last year. His spread, though. So, mine didn't. Like, everyone knows, apparently cancer is so common. It's just, it doesn't always interfere. Like, 1 in 4 people have one type, 1 in 8 people will have breast cancer. It's common. They just don't talk about it as much as they could, I guess. Like, you probably know more people with cancer than you know smokers. And there are a lot of smokers out there. So, yeah. Awkward. And waiting for it. But yeah, my streams are usually really long. I have a bunch of videos I haven't uploaded yet because I have to edit them. I'm one of those people, if I'm saying something, I will type it. Or if I'm thinking something, I'll type it. I do play Minecraft. I've not done anything with Project Red. They're like, it's super awesome, it's so much fun, it's very detailed, and you could set up these I don't understand redstone. I don't deal with redstone. I don't have anything that's super automated or anything like that. Like, the closest thing I have to an automated system is my Thaumcraft Golem Farm. Yeah. That's someone else in the gaming group. I'm not the only one being affected by lag. This is not a common thing. It's just today, which is weird. No one knows what's causing it. Yeah, this is the only automated system I have. And that's just because I'm not here doing it. I consider it automated. So they farm, they harvest. There's 3 cutters, which is, or block breakers. I call them cutters though. Still not quite sure why, other than they have cutting tools for hands. They're cutters. 2 block breakers, I guess, is a better way to say that. And 3 harvesters. Because I keep accidentally killing them somehow. First one, it disappeared when I came back. It had climbing feet. It fell into the water turned to ice, and it just looked at me as it was taking damage. And I felt awful, so I picked it up, put it somewhere else, came back later, it was gone. So I don't know if it happened again or what. So I made levitators. And then I planted a ton of oak trees, because I can't get them to grow in groups. And I'm like, it'll be fine. They'll grow one at a time as opposed to the huge oaks, and then it'll cut it down and more will grow. It'll cut them down, or they'll cut them down. I came back. I had 1 harvester instead of 2, 1 block breaker instead of 2, and all the oak trees were grown. I was like, did the trees kill them? So I tried to wait to see if it was just a lag issue. Came back, there was another harvester, so there was 1 block breaker and 2 harvesters, and I'm like, where did it come from? Because I hadn't seen any of them, and it was weird. So, that's not good that your class is worse than that if I'm like cursey or weird or inappropriate, because I think I'm bad. Or actually, I'm a lot cleaner now. Not house-wise. I don't like cleaning. I don't know if you can see that in the background. I shouldn't talk about that, but I will. But no, I do swear a lot. I do curse a lot. I do ramble. Swearing and cursing is different. I don't know why. But I consider frick a curse word. Because it's a substitute for another word, and you can't say, no, but it's a made-up word, because all words are made up. So if it has the same meaning, just because you think it's not as angry, it's still, like, crap to me is just as bad as shit. So, but that's me. And I don't know where you put, I had a box. Again, these are strong boxes. This is hardened. You can pop it. It does not dump its inventory. It's part of thermal expansion. Love it. Here's a basic one, unenchanted. You can upgrade them and enchant them, and they can get this big and still keep their inventory when you pop them. So, yeah, that's cool. I like it. Tanks, baubles. This can hold 270 buckets of one type of fluid. I need to pull that out. Actually, hold on. Arg, stop it. Ah, pulled it out. Will you let me in? Let me in. When it lets me in, I'm going to go and dump this in a could probably fly up top, but I'd still have to get through a door. I have doors everywhere because, again, I don't like combat. I do mess with Thaumcraft a lot, and every now and then something will spawn to take me out for messing with mystic forces, or my character will go brrr, and slime will drop out. Like, literally, a giant Thaumic slime dropped out at one time. So, yeah, it was the flux was everywhere, there was the fibrous taint, and then a giant purple slime bouncing around. I did Pokeball it, or they're called Morbs. I have reusable ones. I don't know if I put it in here, though, in my storage. Yeah. I don't want to let it out, because if I let it out and I lag, I don't want to die to a slime. If I get, like, if a creeper blows up next to me, it'll take out maybe half of one of those yellow hearts, or 1.5 of the yellow hearts. Depends on, like, the angle, if I had my shield up, etc. But it won't actually get to my health. I don't want to be killed by a Thaumic slime due to lag. So I'm not going to pull that out. Da 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 da. What else? So, teleporter pad, handheld system, bunch of different machines, and I'm doing chores. I'm supposed to be making coal so that he can power the train. He is another player. He's a mole. They like to tunnel and dig. They make massive underground areas. Like, this is the best I got. Like, this space would be not even their front entrance, and it would be completely leveled out. I will see if I can actually get to one. Alright. And show you what they normally build their houses like. So, this, and there's a bunch of tunnels that offshoot from this. They just dig. They like to dig. Like, I like digging to hide. They dig to dig. This is what's fun for them. It's very calming at times. I understand that because I've done it too. I want to take that lava, but it's not mine. But all they do is dig. This isn't even the main part of their house. This is just them clearing out space. And then they'll go other places. But yeah. And again, teleporter system. What mod are you? Mechanism. It holds a charge. It does require power. It does not work unless you have a teleporter set down that's named, set, and powered. This requires power. If it runs out of power, you're not going to make it home. If your teleporter pad runs out of power, it no longer shows up in the list. This one's not connected at all, but I will demonstrate. Has no name, frequency none. There's the list of stuff. It doesn't have power. I don't know if it'll let me set it. Peanut brittle. Can't teleport to it. It says no frame, but it doesn't matter. Peanut brittle. Set to teleport. It has power. What? It says it doesn't. That's not good. It might just be because I'm close to it. Nope. Oh, might have found a bug. It's not supposed to work if it doesn't have any power in it. Like, never mind the handheld. If this isn't charged, then it's not supposed to work. They do pull power. I need to pick up my lava tank. I also need to drop off that sap. But I ramble. Yeah, and I move around. Enchanted upgraded reservoirs. Again, this one's reinforced with holding 3, not 4. It is soulbound. It only holds 225,000 millibuckets. So 225 buckets versus 270 because it's holding 3, not holding 4. And you just use it like a bucket. So that's empty now. Try to have one stored away. Backup wings, that's my original set. Obsidian armor made from this stuff, refined obsidian. Is not the best armor in the game. It used to be like epic and then you enchant it. Now we have tinkers, which you can level up and add stuff to. So, bye. Sorry, and I will continue streaming. My streams are again obnoxiously long because I play for extended periods of time. And I will have videos uploaded later, possibly on YouTube, but I have to edit them first because, again, I usually play with other people by myself, and I have Discord open, and they're very casual. Nobody's streaming, so they'll put up, for the most part, you'll hear phone conversations, real names, real locations, real jobs, so I'm going to be not in Discord when they're on. So yeah, even though I prefer playing with them in Discord. And Rustic, I don't know if I talked about Rustic potion crafting after I started the stream. They stack up to 16, and they work just as well as the Minecraft potions, but they stack, and they're called elixirs. Those are the main differences. More wood, again, the wood's coming from the tree farm, or my farm. I have 2 ender chests up there that the golems dump into. It links to my digital storage system, so anything that goes into this chest gets sucked back there into these discs or cells. So, and I don't know if that's going to be it for today because all I'm doing is making coal, but I thought I'd do a run around real quick and see if I had everything set right. But yeah, I love ender storage because, again, I've given everyone one of these chests. You saw that? That's from my golem farm. I have 2 chests up there, and they're all linked together, so if there's nothing pulling from it, and you put the items in there, they'll be accessible from any chest with the same color code, and you dye them. So you set it down, and then you hold the dye in your hand, and you click on what are white tabs on top, and you can recolor them. But yeah, this is my generic system. I call it the trash can. It's for everyone. I don't like them throwing away anything, cobblestone and stone included. Mostly because I've used it and I've processed it into other things that I needed. And I built my islands from them, and I ran out at one point. But then I went to other people's houses with their permission, hooked up item ducts and other stuff, so I could siphon off their stone and cobblestone if they hadn't already just thrown it in a lava pit, which is the normal trash can for Minecraft. Just the little one tile of lava. But yeah, Skystone is part of the Applied Energistics, which is the digital storage system. That's the only thing I use it for. I don't do auto crafting or anything. Barrier stone so that they don't wander off. On the last server we played on, I had climbers. I didn't have to worry about ice or anything. And one of the, like, I don't remember if it was wheat, potatoes, beets, carrots, whatever it was. One of the items that they popped hopped up next to the fence, but it hit the fence then fell down. The climber went to the item, and they're used to running past a tile, so it ran to the item, climbed up the fence, turned around, and hopped off the fence. I'm like, they can climb those? So, yeah. Barrier stone! So that I don't lose my golems that way. Even though they can possibly float over it, I don't know. They seem to be okay. That's also why I built it too high and with multiple stones. But yeah, there's my lab, or it's supposed to look like a bombed out ruin. My lab is accessible from coming over here, and then spiral staircase. It used to be accessible from the well, but then I kind of blocked off the inside. Yeah. I think I might be... Oh, nope, I opened it back up. So, yeah. Thaumcraft lab. I can never figure this out. It won't pull. Sometimes it does it without a hitch. Other times it's like... Golem press. Altar, which can pull from the golem press, and I think any jar in this room, so I don't actually have to pick up the jars and move them into that room, which is what I thought you had to do, and I'd put them like between the spots in order for it to pull from them, but it can pull through the walls. I don't know if that's normal or not. Never tried it before, and I don't normally build with skystone, but it's blast resistant. And with the slabs, they are obnoxiously strong. So skystone slabs, and you can put 2 slabs together to make a block, but yeah! Not trying to pop it, just pointing out how long it takes to get to it. I think it might actually be worse than obsidian. Or better than obsidian, depends on your point of view, perspective. So, but Thumbcraft, I have a bed up here just in case something happens and I need to go to bed up here. Like if my house gets taken over by something. I like the Everfull Urn, but I use the Aqueous Accumulator for most things. Strongbox, again, you can pop it and it'll keep its inventory, but you can't put it in, like, another thermal expansion item. Skystone Chest, blast resistant, or it takes a while to pop, but if you pop it, it's like a regular chest, everything inside it's going everywhere. No torches, amber lamp. They light up quite a distance, I wasn't quite sure what, so I just put in multiples just in case. I'm going to be replacing all of my areas with amber lamp, like instead of torches. This is how little I understand redstone. I can do that, but I can't do that with pressure plates. And I don't know why, like what I'm doing wrong. I can use a button to open both doors. It's not quite synced up, but I cannot use pressure plates to open both doors. Yeah. So again, Home Dipshit. It's the name for the bookmark for my house, because if it's not bookmarked, I'm not going to find it. There are windmills up top as a backup power source. Tree farm, backup power source, or my new main power source, because it's renewable and it takes care of itself. As long as I've got water, Aqueous Accumulator, it's going to feed the compression dynamo and the steam dynamo. And the rosin balls, are they rosin? Rosin balls are going into the cache, into this box, and then into the dynamo. Once you, like, level them up, it can pull them from any side. You don't have to just, like, gravity feed into them anymore. What else? Servo to pull from the box, just in case. I've got 3 fractionating stills upgraded to Electrum or Reinforced, which is the second tier. There's Hardened, which uses Invar, and I can go ahead and show those. Upgrade kit. Ugh. So, Hardened upgrade kit, again, Thermal Foundation. Incrementally. Invar, Bronze Gear, Redstone. You can do this in any crafting table. The amber lamps you have to make in the... I think you have to make them, like, in the Thaumcraft crafting station thing. Reinforce, Electrum, Silver, Hardened Glass. The way I make hardened glass is induction smelter. No. Sorry. It's obsidian and lead. Obsidian, pulverized obsidian. We're just looking for the plain hardened glass. 1 pulverized lead and 2 pulverized obsidian. No, 4 pulverized obsidian. Huh, well, I guess that's if you're using pyrotheum dust. But yeah, pulverized lead, pulverized obsidian. 1 block of obsidian in a pulverizer gives you 4 pulverized obsidian. There are different ways to get pulverized obsidian. That's the method I prefer. And then the pulverized lead. The only way I process my ores, it pulverizes them. I either put it in a pulverizer, or I don't... Yeah, crusher, but I have a mechanism tripling set up, which again, this is the most organized I've ever been. There's no, like, yawning pits everywhere. But yeah, my evaporation plant's down there. I've got basic injecting factory, chemical infuser, electrolytic separator, basic purifying factory. I don't know what it is about what machine, or if it's the ducts themselves, but it'll spit out some of the stuff instead of putting it directly into the factory. It'll get to the duct and then just jump out. And it'll sit there and it will despawn like a normal item. So I put a hopper next to it to feed back into the purifying factory, just in case anything doesn't get there. Then you have your basic crushing factory, your enriching factory, and then one of my chests, coded cyan, magenta, cyan, which I call everyone else's trash can. It's just my storage chest. And it'll just put it over there, which will feed it into the system. And I don't know if this is a normal setup for a way to feed, because I don't know how to pull liquids out of the Applied Energistics 2 digital storage system. I can pull, like, solid things out, but I can't pull liquids. So with these steel tanks, it does have the fluid storage bus, which means this is an external storage for liquids. And then I have this servo on here attached to a fluid duct leading back to the ender tank. And because the ender tanks share an inventory, like the one that's down at the bottom at the tree farm is connected to this one, is connected to the other one up top. Right here, and this is the one that feeds directly into my system, which when it has liquids, stores them in my external storage, but I can't just export them. I don't know why. So there's that. And that's connected to 3 compression dynamos and the machines downstairs, that same color pattern. So all my colors on this server are cyan, something cyan, to make sure no one else is either getting random cobblestone and stone or anything like that from anyone else. Alright. So again, thermal expansion or whatever is my favorite mod. Project Red, I've never messed with it, but someone had this bench and I'm like, what is that? It's a crafting table and a chest. It doesn't kick them out. So yeah, the crafting benches I'm used to. I don't know if I have any in here. Nope. Alright, so basic crafting table, except for I don't know which mod it is. If you put it down, Tinker's Construct, there you go. It's Tinker's. We usually use these. Why? Doesn't throw it out. So, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I've never played just vanilla Minecraft. I've seen some things, it seems frustrating. I wouldn't be able to play just vanilla Minecraft, but I have played vanilla Worm Unlimited, like no mods. And I've got over 1,600 hours in it. I don't know why I like it, but I like it. I really do. So, yeah, if you see anything interesting, up at the top is the What Am I Looking At? Or Wayla. It's also a mod. Tells you health, armor, what mod it's from. So if you see anything interesting and you're like, oh, what's that? Just pause the video or look at it. Tell you hearts and armor. Trying to make sure I don't get, like, yeah. Swoop. Pokeballed it, brought it here. Made sure it was friendly first and then I tagged it, because I didn't know what order it had to be in and I didn't want to accidentally blow it up. We were playing with the different mod, Twilight Force, on the other server. It would spawn little... They're called creeps, I think? It's like a 3-headed creeper dog. It's 1 by 1. It's very small, very fast. It's invisible until it gets close to you. And it blows up with the strength of 4 creepers or something crazy like that. Sorry, excuse me. And we always go underground usually, or somebody will build a house, but first we go underground or into a mountain and then we build. But when he had Twilight Forest, the person who had the server didn't change some settings, so there was like 100% spawn rate or something, and it was on hard mode. If you were outside at night, you died. End of story. No and ifs or buts. It doesn't matter how well equipped you are. Those, I don't know if it's kitsunes or kitsunes. I always say kitsune, and they're like, you're saying it wrong. Fox girls. They were fox ladies, and they fireballed you from a distance. And it hurt very badly. So yeah, everyone immediately went underground and they're like, okay, we need to get this, that, and the other. While they were doing that, I used the fluid transposer, which, hold on, I'll show you why I like this. Fluid transposer. Thermal foundation machine. You can make blaze powder. Blaze powder, you can make stuff. That's just filling it up. But yeah, I didn't have to go out to get blaze powder or anything. Yeah, that's the Arcane Ensorcelator, which I also have. Like, if you're having a hard time getting books, you can make the books yourself. You have to start at tier 1, though, and then make multiple books, and then use a... Actually, I do need to make an anvil. I don't know if I have any more iron in here, or if I processed it all. Nope, I did have some on me, though. Again, metallurgic infuser. I need to make more steel for rails, because I'm making reinforced tracks. So this is my metallurgic infuser. It's in the enrichment chambers where I put my coal or my redstone or my diamond or my refined obsidian dust, so it can make a sheet or a plate of it, and it'll be able to, instead of just 1 iron, 1 compressed carbon can make 8, and it's filling up over here. So instead of needing 8 coal to make 8 enriched iron, it's 1 compressed carbon to make 8 enriched iron. Instead of 2 coal for 1 steel blend, it'd be 2 coal for 8 steel blend. It's just the way it works. And it looks like it's mowing through the power, because it kinda is. I have speed upgrades on it. Doink. Sorry. Going back since I'm talking about it. Upgrades. Speed upgrades. 8 times, so it's effectively 10 times faster, but it requires a lot of power. Which is why it's like, I'm eating it all! No. Speed. What was it called? It's called speed upgrade. It's not. There it is. So, this is how it's made. Osmium dust. And before, I'd put stuff in the pulverizer, because again, there's a chance for a secondary. So when you're pulverizing 1 ore, you'll definitely get 2. So if I put an iron in there, I'd get 2 iron dust, and each one of those iron dust can be an iron bar or iron ingot. But with the secondary output, since the secondary of iron is nickel, I could put in 1 iron ore, get 2 iron dust, and potentially 1 pulverized nickel, or 1 nickel dust. I don't know what they call it. I don't pay attention. And before, we had so many different mods that had their own ore dictionary, so you'd have like 8 or so different types of copper, and stuff like that. And the person running the server might, alright. To explain this, we used to have Future Pack, and I didn't want anyone coming into my home before I decorated it, seeing all my machines and assuming it was part of a mod. Because again, it's a really, really, really weird hideout. Because I like hiding. I was amused by the fact that there is a freaking bottomless pit, and it's hard to see. So, yeah. So I didn't want someone to go exploring this random ravine and then go, oh, hey, I found a ruin or something, before I decorated. It was just stone. And then come in and then take my stuff, because that's what you did with Future Pack. You'd find ladders in the ground, and they'd be filled with chests and other stuff. And that's not the only... There's roguelike dungeons. We do have roguelike dungeons. So again, I did not want them thinking... I didn't have this full setup. I only had a few machines. I didn't want them thinking that this was like some different roguelike. And I'm not sure what... Today was just a chore day. And a hello! And kind of an introduction. That's anger. What am I doing? Anvil. Nope, it's JEI, just enough items. Oh look, and I'm at a crafting table that can hold it. If you don't have the materials, hold on, I'll show you. You're at a crafting table, it's large enough, it doesn't know if you have it or not. If you had just a regular crafting table, it'll say, oh, you don't have the stuff necessary. With the digital storage, it'll let you try. If you don't have it, it won't all pop in there. So, again, digital storage from Applied Energistics 2. I love it. Because, again, I save everything. Everything. All the things. I don't like it when people throw things away, and I try to keep, like, copies in here. Not of books. The books need to come out. Those are going in my library. But, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that in there. And Ford's Lexicon, supposedly you can shift between different types. That's a filter, not a servo. Stop stuff from going in. Just... When did I put you in here? That's awful. Unless somebody found that somehow. But yeah, I silk touch. Like, my tools have silk touch on them. So if I pop a redstone block, I'll have the whole redstone block. And then I can process it as I want. With the enrichment chamber, if you put in 1 redstone, you'll get 12 redstone powder out. So, yeah, and it does, I don't remember if it, which one's best on lapis, but yes, I use machines to do everything because, yes, versus relying on my luck and or skill. 12 lapis from 1 block. Because I've got strong luck. It's not necessarily good, it's not necessarily bad, but it is very strong. So, yeah. And what else am I doing? Needed to put my anvil back. This is my enchanting setup. It's one of the first things I put together. I don't know what books I have. Thorns, Knockback, Lure 3, that's a Biothomic Mine. Alright. For stuff that's not like amazing, I throw in there. And it's enchantment power 2 versus 1 with a regular bookshelf. Bibliocraft. We don't actually use it, or at least I don't. And I pulled a book out of there for holding 4. And then my other books, I just put in this unupgraded, unenchanted strong box for if I ever need books. And that might be it today. It's not a full exploration. This is literally me just doing chores because I'm supposed to help build the Railcraft train. I'm providing materials because I can't. I can't babysit the tunnel borer. It's awesome. It'll mow through blocks by itself. It'll lay the tracks by itself. It's just, if it pops a dungeon, then there's that. If it goes through a ravine and the ravine washes away the tracks, there's that. If it crosses a lava pool, it won't cross a lava pool. It'll stop, dump gravel to fill up that spot, then move forward, lay track, hit the next spot, repeat. So it'll cut that pool in half and then be on its merry way. Which is bad if you have a lava pump. Which I'm going to check on and move before I go. Peanut brittle was a test. Delete it, so now it's not accessible to anyone anymore. No frequency. And mine is set to private, so only I can access it. And I can't teleport. I wonder what I did. Did I pick it up? I don't remember if I picked it up. I did not pick it up. What did I do with it? Did I accidentally take it out, or did I haven't checked the battery on it in a while. Okay. Oops. Because I did not bookmark it. I did not. Shame on me. Where is the last one that I went to? I have to actually go down and manually find it, which isn't as bad with the wing mod. Because it is several kilometers away. But you move pretty quickly with wings. If I had a train, it would move faster than me if I didn't have anything attached to it. So yeah, right now I'm just looking for my lava pump. I took off all the indicators for where it could be, though. Because I don't remember where it was. Lava tank. Looks like I picked it up. But I don't have it. If you get close enough to the ground where you could stand up, you'll stand up. And I'm lagging, so still flying with wings. I have backups just in case this pair break, and when it breaks, it's gone. It's not something you can repair. With Tinker's tools, apparently you can't destroy them. When they break, you can just repair them. And there's like a small lava pool nearby. No. That I was like, oh, lava. No, that's an old one. And that's an old one. Unless I already passed it. I don't know. But yeah. So, what else was it? With Tinker Tools, if you want to get rid of them, whoever's in charge of the server has to go in and actually delete them from the game, apparently. They float on lava, which I've never tested. They don't disappear, they don't despawn, and when they break you can repair them on, if it's a tool, on a tool forge, if it's armor, on an armor forge. So that's it. Yes, there's diamond, there's a bunch of other stuff. They changed it to where platinum spawned, so there's platinum spawning everywhere. So I'm gonna end this stream and then keep searching for my lava tank. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I am random. I apologize. And have fun. Alright.